It's all hopeless. There are no hope anymore. Which, by the way, is great. Relinquish hope, and you will immediately feel better. Why is that? Strange paradox. But then again, it is actually quite obvious what it is that is going on. When you are lost in hope, your mind is focused on the future. Your mind is preoccupied with something that you hope will happen sometime in the future. And when you do that, you devaluate the present moment. You stamp the present moment as undesirable. And I know that some of you would say, but the present moment is undesirable. Or you may say, you don't know what I am going through. No, I do not know what you are going through. But I have had my fair share of pain. I have my fair share of pain. And I am not relinquishing the only thing that I've got, which is not a thing. And when I say the only thing, that is not doing service to what it is that I'm pointing at. This. If you were to meet an old being, and if you were to ask the person, what is the most valuable in human existence, they would all unanimous say, life. And life is synonymous with the present moment. The present moment is all that you got. And again, that might make it sound like it is something insignificant. But in reality, it is the most significant there is. Even in pain, even in sickness, even in suffering, the present moment is the most valuable there is. Make use of the suffering. Make use of the sickness. Make use of the pain. But you might ask, what is all that good for? Use it to wake up. Let the suffering be your teacher. Ask yourself, why am I suffering? Hoping for something to happen in the future is suffering. That is not what you are usually taught in everyday life. The culture seems to encourage hoping for something better. But you see, if you are hoping for something else, it means that what you are hoping for, you do not have at this present moment. And that means that even if that would happen someday, you would get what you were hoping for, then that which you get, that will be taken away from you again. It always will. What you can get, you will lose again. So for most humans, what happens is that they go through a lot of suffering hoping for something to happen. And then they are using that suffering to motivate them. But they are motivated and they are moving and acting because of suffering. So their life is filled with suffering, and then perhaps one day they finally succeed in getting what it is that they have been hoping for. But then after a very short while, then the fear of losing it again emerges. And that's just another kind of suffering. So give up hope and you will be released from the suffering that hope generates. For hope do generate suffering because it takes you away from the magic of the present moment. And by the way, you and the present moment are one. And that is why hoping for something else takes you into an imagined future. That is why that creates suffering, because it takes you away from yourself. And that is painful. It creates a mind-made story. And then the mind loses itself in that story. And that is painful. Yes, the present moment might also be painful. But at least you are alive. At least you are home. At least that is where you find yourself. Trying to escape the present moment is trying to escape yourself. Nothing good will come out of that. Nothing good will come out of that. And yes, there might be pain or disease in the present moment. But that then will be your master. The master that teaches you to surrender, to say yes to what is. And then you might experience something truly magical. Because it is very possible that the pain that you are experiencing at this moment is a direct result of you trying to escape this moment. So you might experience the magic healing that lies within that surrender. Coming home, being with what is, patience. Don't hope for that magic to occur. That will take you into the future again. The mind is tricky. The mind is cunning. But it is also confused. So the magic of that healing it only takes place if you don't demand it to happen. Can you do that? Can you say yes to this moment, to what is, without expecting anything to happen? There lies salvation. There lies freedom. There you will find yourself. Finally. Thank you for listening.